Like millions of other students diagnosed with ADHD, Brian Ward says whether it was high school or college, keeping up in class has always been a struggle.
I couldn't really sit still. I had trouble focusing in school. Simple homework tasks would take me a while.
Brian takes medication to help control the symptoms of his ADHD, but it's on the lacrosse field where Brian says he's always felt his best.
A lot of studies have actually shown that participation in sports can help alleviate some of the symptoms of ADHD, kind of being on the field, getting rid of some of that extra energy that they have.
But what role does ADHD play in their athletic lives? Dr. James Borchers is a sports medicine expert at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. He says while there has been a lot of research on how ADHD affects students, less is known about how it can affect athletes. In a recent study, his team looked at more than 850 athletes over a 5-year period and noticed some surprising trends.
We expect a lot of athletes with ADHD to gravitate towards an individual sport where they have maybe a little bit more control, there's a little bit more repetitiveness.
But they found just the opposite. Athletes with ADHD were nearly twice as likely to compete in team sports, and their participation in contact sports was 142% higher than in non-contact sports, which could present some challenges.
We also find that they do have increased impulsivity and a little bit more reckless behavior, which can put them at a higher risk for injury, especially in those contact sports.
To be clear, there is no direct link between ADHD and injury, but experts say it's a good idea that coaches are told about ADHD early on so they can take steps to help those athletes reach their goals. At Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, this is Clark Powell reporting.